another tutorial by Log Analysis Made Easy, or LAME. And our goal here is to teach some commands that are less common and hopefully show some use cases that might help you in doing some of the work you're doing in Splunk. This here command, we're gonna start with we're gonna talk about the ForEach command, but in order to do it, we're gonna have to cover some other commands. And just be careful. If you're a fan of Spider-Man, with much power comes much responsibility. I'm going to show you some commands. They are not what I would call the most commonly used commands, and you should be careful using them. And that's particularly these join commands I'm going to do here. They work for what I'm doing, but be very careful. There are much better ways, such as the stats command. Anyway, moving forward, what we're going to do is I've got a little command here. I'm going to start commenting code out, uncommenting, and you can see it. But basically, I've got make results. I have other videos on make results if you're not familiar with it. But basically, it allows me to write commands whether I have stuff indexed or not. And so it gives me a data set to work with. And if you use count equals 3, it'll basically replicate this 3 times. And we can see that by pressing the command. It'll give 3 different timestamps. Basically, they're the exact same time because it took no time to run it. And the analyst is Susie. Now, I'm going to put this in brackets because I'm going to put at the front a union command. And union, for those who are not familiar, is basically a join, and it's going to take this make results and this make results and put them together. So when I get done, I should have 3 values here for Susie and 3 values for Fred. So I'll run that, and there you go. And so basically it joins the results of here and the results of here and stacks them on top of each other. And so I'm going to go put these ones in here as well. Comment this out for the moment. And now I've got 9. James has his, Fred has his, Susie has his. Now we're going to get into where we're going to use the ForEach. I want some random data, so let's just do it one at a time. I'm okay with that. If we hit enter, I've now given analyst grades. It's a random number. This is the random command. It'll grab a random number up to 100. This is the modulus, so it's random number modulus 100. Basically, that gives me a random number between 0 and 99. You can't actually get 100. That's where we have to add this +1 on there. If I were to change this to 90, it's a random number between 0 and 90, 0 and 1, 0 and 10, etc. So I just run that, and I get back random grades. Wow. For being random, these guys are pretty high, and poor James, he's just not doing so well. Let's give James a little higher. Let's see if when we run him again, James gets a little better score. Now Susie's tanked one of hers, but whatever. Point is, it's random. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to sum those together. And we're going to do stats value star as star. Those of you who are familiar with the stats command, if I don't use value star as star, when I run this, I'm just going to get back, for example, I run count, I'll just get back, forgot to comment all these out. I'm going to get back all the analysts, how many times it ran. I want the fields in there. So, in order to do that, I'm going to use value star as star. And I could have manually written this out and said I want analyst grades. And so I could have done stats analyst grades listing as analyst grades, but value star as star keeps your fields so you don't lose them and puts them into a list if you're not grouping, particularly using the by statement. I could definitely do a video on this if you're interested in it. It doesn't make sense, but basically it just keeps my fields, so I have to write them all out. So I can be lazy is what it really comes down to. And then I'm going to do an eval of a sum. Basically what I'm trying to do is I need to know, I'm going to sum up their grades, and I'm going to keep track of how many times I've gone through. We're going to use a ForEach statement to iterate through each of these scores, and I need to keep track of how many times I've iterated through, because we want an average. And an average is the sum of all 3 values divided by how many there are. And so in order to know how many there are, you got to keep track of the iterations. And so here's this ForEach statement. And if I keep this going, let's just take this out. We'll just write it all now. And I'll just explain each piece that's going on. It's going to go ForEach mode multi-value. It needs, it's not student grades, it is analyst grades. So we're using the field here. We're going to go through each multi-value field, and that's what you say mode. It's a multi-value. Each analyst grade in there. And when you go in it, you'll then put a little bracket and a little pipe, and we're going to go eval sum, which we got sum here. Sum equals the sum plus tick item tick. This allows you, it goes and grabs the item. It's the item in the list. So the first time it goes through, that item will be 42. The next time it goes through, it'll be 74. And the next time it goes through, it'll be 81. And it'll move to the next one, 70, 72, 50. At 96, etc. And so this will just represent each item in this multi-value. And then iterations will be iterations equals iterations plus 1. And so when we get done, we'll have all of these summed up, and we'll have how many times it went through. And so then we'll make a new field called average. We'll round it so it doesn't go out really large, and we'll say the sum, which kept getting bigger, divided by the number of iterations. And this says don't carry out past how many decimal places we want. We only want 0. So that's what we'll do. And then we're going to display all those results. So let's see that in action. When I run it, here's 14, 22, 69. The average score is 35. That, I would imagine if I total this up, 36 plus 69, that's going to be 75, 95 divided by 3. That's, I might have done my math, 11, 15, yeah. And so it's going to average to be 105. 105 divided by 3 is 35. And how many iterations? It went through 3 times. 53, 7, 87. It adds up to 147, which is an average of 49, etc. And so this is an easy way of going and taking multi-value fields and doing something to them so that you can see. And so instead of having to write really complicated queries, you're going to do the same thing to a bunch of fields. ForEach is a great method of handling it. I hope you'll watch the next. I'm going to put about 2 or 3 of these tutorials together. I'll link to the next one as kind of a playlist. I hope you find these helpful. The ForEach command has a lot of cool features in it. And this one is just to get your ideas around it as to what ForEach is doing. As we continue to do more examples, hopefully more ideas come to your mind as how you can actually leverage ForEach. But anyway, I hope this video helps you on your way from being a lame analyst to a Splunk ninja. And I hope you like this video and you keep coming back and watching more. And I hope these videos are useful. If they are, comment down below. If there's something you want me to cover, something that you've got questions about, put it down in the comments below, or join my Discord and direct message me there, or put it in one of the channels. Anyway, I hope to see you coming back.